So my initial injury occurred from a fall, anywhere between 30 to 40 feet off of a cliff face. I had no idea that it was a head injury. I had no idea about PTS. That was never spoken about. I knew I had a foot injury. As time went on, I would just not know where I'm at. I couldn't speak. It was like the switch to operate my mouth wouldn't work. One of the scary parts was all of a sudden being angry. Like swear words was never in my vocabulary. And I remember thinking, what's going on? This isn't me, this is somebody else. And just anger, just angry at little things, and it would shock me. In some ways, I feel like I have no control over that. I made decisions that kept me at very minimal impact with people or effort, because I could never trust that if I said something or did something that I would have the energy to bring it through. Like going to the grocery store was just horrendous. Now I understand it's a lot of lights. I'm moving my head to look at items. I'm reading, there's people walking by. I would notice that I'd be 2 to 4 hours in a store, and I didn't realize I'd be that long, but only after a while I was like, okay, wait a minute, I've been in this aisle for the 5th time now, so okay, something's going on, I must be getting tired. I would come back, and oftentimes I'd sleep an hour to 3 hours in my car before I could even go. I just clonk right out. For me, movement of my head, even like this, would sometimes warp my vision, and it would put my body into such extreme stress. The only thing my brain can say is danger, danger, danger. This is no way to live. I'm alive, yes, but this is no way to live. There's no hope. There's no joy. There's no reason. There's no belief in my own capability that I can make a plan and follow through it. And that's not a place that's okay with me. I first found out about Mind-Eye Institute in 2018. The Mind-Eye Institute was really helpful because the testing was really hard on my system. It was mind-blowing. It was empowering. It's exciting. Yeah, I have a scientific, analytical mind, and I was like, yes, finally, someone is getting this. Someone's connecting the dots that I knew were out there, but I didn't know how to connect, and every specialist I spoken to couldn't connect the dots. So it's like, well, nothing's wrong, but they're each looking at these isolated pieces where she's pulling them together, and it was so empowering is what it was. Dr. Zelinsky she's so far been the only doctor that I've come across that understood the auditory and the visual, and how, yes, these lenses help me and calm my system, but after so much amount of time, I need to change. This is not a static journey. This is a very dynamic journey. Every time I'm given a new prescription through the Mind-Eye Institute, there is something happening with my brain. And it was so validating, so empowering to get somebody to see that. And then as well, seeing other areas that I had no idea was even affected, it gives me hope.